back home in the UK, and I had Daniel, one of my subscribers, asking if I would do a video about how the carnivore diet had cured me from my ulcerative colitis that I'd had for over 10 years. It does sound unbelievable, doesn't it? Ulcerative colitis for 10 years, over 10 years, and the carnivore diet completely has cured me. I don't have it anymore. And his doctor, I think Daniel was saying that his doctor had told him that it was incurable. And this is a coincidence, because when I went to the doctors and they did the well, I can't even say the word, but when they put the long thingy inside me to have a look at my insides, and it was one of the most horrible, most painful things I've ever been through, and it made me go, I ain't never going back there again. He did at the end of it say to me that you have an incurable problem that you will have for the rest of your life. You'll need to be on medications. You'll need to come in regularly for checks. And there's a long-term possibility that I will have part of my colon removed. This is what the doctor said to me. He said I would be on serious medication. Prednisolone, is it prednisolone? And I've actually kept a box as a souvenir. Let me just have a look, guys. There it is. This is old. Look, prednisolone. And if you look at the date, where is it? 2018. 2018. It's probably all backwards. So could you imagine how I felt? Now, the reason I went to the doctor is because I'd noticed that I'd lost all my energy levels and I was going to the toilet as many as 10 times a day. It got really serious. It got really embarrassing. I was actually leaking from my back passage. I had a lot of mucus. Sometimes I was bleeding. But the number one thing I noticed is that I had no energy. And I couldn't run fast. I couldn't sprint. Something just felt different, which is why I went to the doctor in the first place. So I just accepted this horrible condition, this autoimmune condition, for over 10 years, on and off, serious flare-ups. Some of my flare-ups were so bad that I literally would poo myself. That's how serious it was. I was scared to leave the building. I was scared to go on holidays in case I pooed myself. It's that simple. And sometimes I would be led next to my wife, leaking next to my wife, and I wouldn't even tell her. I'd hide it. It was so embarrassing, and just constantly sitting on the toilet all day, every day, for over 10 years. And I just did my best to try and hide it. But you can't, can you? So anyway, the reason I went on the carnivore diet was to lose weight because my stomach had ballooned. I'd seen loads of success stories on YouTube, and I'd found Dr. Ken Berry, and I just at first did the diet because I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get rid of my big belly, and the diet was excellent. I lost weight fast. My energy levels returned. Within a few days, I'd noticed that my energy levels had shot up. Now, the massive surprise, don't forget, I've also stopped eating sugar and bread and pasta and potato, no fizzy drinks, anything bad. I went meat only, meat, eggs and fish, fatty meat, by the way. And I had salt and a bit of butter, and I was only eating once a day, but quite a large meal at first for the first month. But then I eventually did go to 2 meals a day, eggs and bacon at lunchtime, and steak and eggs and lamb ribs, pork bellies at night time. Definitely just water. Actually, no, I did have a cup of tea. I would have a tea. I'm having one now. Anyway, as I was saying, but this was the massive shock. Don't forget, I have eliminated a lot of foods. I didn't eat cereals either. No processed food, no ultra-processed food, no snacking. I was having a 17-hour fast every day, and I noticed that my toilet habit went back to normal. Within a week, I think, maybe it got even better on the second week. I was only going to the toilet once a day, sometimes every other day. There was no inflammation. I didn't need any of the medicines, the prednisolone, the predphone. And I accept that by eliminating a lot of the foods, this was also part of the cure. But I've stuck to the carnivore diet. I have gone a bit keto, so I do have a small amount of fruit and veg, hardly any, but a small amount, maybe some nuts. But that's it. I still do not touch sugar. I keep if I have a fruit, I have a low carb fruit like a strawberry, and I only have a small amount. I've stuck to the fatty meat, eggs, fish, omelettes, steak, lamb, pork, chicken with the skin on, and I've just stuck with that, and I have no problems with my ulcerative colitis. It's completely cleared up. Now, I will say this. If I started eating breads and pasta and rice and potato and sugar and anything that turns to sugar, I would inflame my colon, and within a few months, I think I would be back to having ulcerative colitis. I definitely don't have any blisters anymore, no inflammation. I think that's all cleared up now. And just so you know, my blood levels are normal. My blood pressure is normal. I've had my heart checked. I've had an MRI. I've had my bloods all done, and they were all normal. And I've been on this diet for a year now, and there are no signs of any flare-ups on my ulcerative colitis. And I'm telling you now, guys, if you have type 2 diabetes, or you're pre-diabetic, or you have any autoimmune problems like IBS, IBD, Crohn's, colitis, etc. Obviously this video is about ulcerative colitis, that your symptoms will subside and disappear. You will come off medication, your blood sugar levels will go back to normal, but you must stick to the diet. A carnivore diet is recommended the most because that will see the quickest benefits. With fatty meat, you must have your fat in the meat, which has all the nutrients and vitamins and minerals you could ever need. Don't worry about cholesterol. There is nothing wrong with eating cholesterol. Eggs is great, fish is great, and try and only eat animal fats, but some other fats are okay, like olive oil and coconut oil and avocado oil, things like that. Stay away from margarine, stay away from vegetable oils, start using butter. You can cook in your butter, and I'm telling you now, you will reverse your problem with ulcerative colitis. Your aches and pains will reduce, your brain fog will disappear, you will feel very clear-headed. But the number one benefit, two number one benefits, you will lose weight fast, and you will be full of energy every day, full of energy and looking forward to each day, and you will feel happier and you will feel excited for the days ahead. And a new you will come through this diet, and you will literally feel like Superman. You will start looking younger, and you will also feel younger as well. So for Daniel, good luck trying to reduce and get rid of your problem with ulcerative colitis. I hope it works for you, but I don't see any reason why not. There are loads of success stories on YouTube. Look up Dr. Ken Berry, look up Anthony Chaffee, and look up Dr. Sean Baker, and they will give you the best advice you could ever need. And there are hundreds of cases on YouTube of people that have reversed their autoimmune problems like ulcerative colitis, and definitely not being type 2 diabetic anymore, which is a massive bonus. And you will look better, and you will look slimmer, and you will feel great. Thanks, guys. I wanted to do this for Daniel because he specifically asked me for it. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. All the best to you. Good luck.